Fox host John Roberts insists the Epstein files don't exist. And that's what Daddy is telling us. Daddy being Donald Trump. Here's Fox host John Roberts saying a lot of sources are telling us there are no such files. And he's got a statement. Okay.
Said, you must be kidding. What a wasted question. Also had some news about Epstein, saying that Pam Bondi gave them a quick briefing about it. He said that those files were made up by Comey and Obama, that Pam Bondi has been handling this very well, and whatever decision is made regarding the Epstein files is up to her. There was a real dust-up between Pam Bondi and Kash Patel and Dan Bongino. The president, Daddy, as Mark Rutte has dubbed him, stepped in and ended that feud the other day with a lengthy post on Truth Social. So we'll see where it all goes.
The idea that the feud was ended, that the controversy was ended, that it's all been put to bed because Trump said stop talking about Epstein and Pam Bondi said there's no list after saying she has hundreds of pages and wants thousands more in February. And after Dan Bongino and Kash Patel spent years weaponizing this thing and saying, when Trump gets into power, we're going to know the truth. And then they go, turns out there's nothing to know. It's all fine. This is no big deal. Nobody is falling for that, even on the MAGA side. Now, there are people on the MAGA side that are taking an approach that is more about self-preservation and sort of tamping down the potentially problematic nature of this for Trump. And so you had like Charlie Kirk go, I'm done talking about Epstein. His audience revolted. And so Charlie Kirk got on the air the next day this week and he went, I'm going to talk about it today. I just meant I was done with the topic for yesterday and yesterday only. So few important takeaways here. This is them losing control of the monster they created. I'm sorry for using that analogy or metaphor so many times this week, but it's very apt. Fox is in an interesting position because Fox is trying to stake out multiple positions simultaneously. On the one hand, Fox wants to retain access to this administration. And so that's why John Roberts repeats this totally unbelievable statement about there's no list and everything's cool. The reason John Roberts is uncritically repeating that statement is because Fox wants to stay in the good graces of the Trump administration. On the other hand, Fox does have a non-zero part of their audience that isn't believing this crap. They are not falling for it. They aren't satisfied with being told that entire thing we spent years telling you is oopsie, it's a mistake, don't worry about it, etc. So Fox is in this very strange position. Others have staked out one side or the other. Charlie Kirk mostly defending Trump, people like Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, and Megyn Kelly, Patrick Bet-David, and others mostly criticizing Trump. But the takeaway here is the levee at some point is going to break, and it is either going to break in the direction of what Bannon said earlier this week, which is they're going to lose 40 seats in the House, or there will be a sort of concerted effort to say, if we don't move on, we're going to get screwed. Let's stop talking about this. And I would expect that to happen sometime in the next probably 5 to 7 days. One of the easiest ways to make a good night even better is a great bottle of wine, not something random off the shelf like I would pick because I'm clueless, but something that feels a little more thoughtful, worth opening. And that's why I've consistently gotten wines from Naked Wines. Our sponsor, Naked Wines, works directly with over 90 independent winemakers around the world, so you get access to boutique bottles that would be way more money in stores. The prices are great. The quality is impressive. I like that I can customize the boxes. Do I want reds or whites or a mix? The last one I opened was a white from a winemaker I hadn't tried before. One of the best bottles I've had this year. Crisp. I love crisp. Made with care. Check out Naked Wines. You can get 6 bottles for just $39.99, including shipping. Go to nakedwines.com/Pacman, click enter voucher, use code Pacman for both the code and the password. The link is in the description.